In this quick video, I'm going to show you about SchoolPoint sites. Sites are pages that you can set up that the general public can see. You can customize them and you can control specific learning areas that we'll show and then create our study path. Now, this is a grid that shows the flow through. We'll talk about how to manage this now that we're logged in as an admin, and you can also see the end result as the public or a student. You can see you've got your learning areas, your courses by year level, and you can easily see the flow through interactively clicking onto each course. In the admin, go down to the sites area and create yourself a site to get started. Once you've set up your site, you can set up a number of pages. And for some pages, you will need to set a specific template. You'll see here on my learning area page, I have my learning area grid. And you can see on my study path page, I have my subject grid. Now the first thing to do is set up which learning areas are going to sit on our sites feature. You can see looking through these, some have a sites enabled tag, and you can see they're different colors. This one here is black text on a black background. So let's go and set up English by clicking on Edit. We're going to click on our Sites Feature tab. We're going to make sure it's enabled, and I'm going to change the text color and background color. You want these high contrast so you can actually read the text over the background and hit Save. By doing that, we will see on our learning areas page that our English now shows those colors we've just defined. And if we want, and I recommend to do this, is to go ahead and get some images, upload them into the image manager, try and get some all the same ratio, but it doesn't really matter, and select a featured image for each learning area. This will create a nice grid on your learning areas page. Now with our color here, when we go into our study path, we see that the courses in that learning area now inherit that color. What we're going to do now is we're going to set up our flow for English. And you see we've got some big spaces here. Ideally, we want to match our performing arts and keep the flow of a Year 9 dance course all the way through to the Level 3 course. So let's do that in English. To move a course around, you find the matching course in a different level. So we're going to stick with English and move English Lit to the top by clicking on it once, our grids highlight, and click its destination. And then I'm going to match that with our Level 2 and our Level 1, and then our Year 10 and our Year 9. Then we're going to go our English Level 1, English Level 2, and English Level 3. There. Now we have media studies. So I'm actually going to bring that, that's already down, so we'll leave a gap. We'll line that one up there. We've got our Level 1 full communication, which doesn't line up with media studies. And at the moment, we don't have a Level 2 for that. You can see we've broken that out and we can follow our pathway through. Then we just move on to our next learning area. Business studies, nice and easy. We only have one flow in our commerce section, and as more courses get added to the system, they will all flow through there. Once we refresh after making changes, we'll see that's looking really tidy, and looking to the student view over here, we can now see that our English looks better, but we might want to shuffle those around a bit. As a student, they can easily see 9, 10, Level 1, Level 2 options, Level 3 options. To To get these courses into the right learning areas, that's done when you're editing a course. So if you have a course that doesn't exist in that pathway, when we're editing a course, let's pick our business studies, which I think was already showing. We want to look at that primary learning area here. That is the area that will show on the front end. In our sites feature, we also have a course line edit, which helps you map out courses into the right section as an overview. So you could start here by selecting your maths, making sure that the year levels are correct, year 9, year 8, level 3, that's the first part, and the display row. And we're going to go 2, 1, 3, 4. You want to make sure these are different. This is probably the second place to start. Level 2, we're going to go 6. Just make them incrementing numbers. And save. That will mean when it comes to lining up our math screen, we're halfway there, and we just need to go and realign those up into the correct thing. Of course, I do recommend setting up your learning area colors first so you can read this.